Yup, it's about that time. What I really do. DC gang, welcome back to the channel, my boys, my gangsters. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day out there, gang. And shout out to the few people that got upset at me for not doing the whole intro yesterday. You guys are hilarious. My fault, gangsters. My bad. You know, you don't gotta press me in the comment section like that. That was hilarious. So with that being said, we got it on us. It's a 40 card deck list, nice and tight. VAALMONICA. I did a whole little combo. Well, it wasn't little, but a whole combo guide for this deck, so you guys could learn how to play the deck and all that. I did make some changes to this deck list from that deck list. It's not anything crazy, but we're gonna go over all the shenanigans. I did do a complete in-depth guide of the whole deck and all that, so we're gonna do this one very quickly. So with that being said, just a quick reminder, if you guys enjoy the content, remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would genuinely appreciate it. With that being said, we're going to play 2 effect Railer hand trap going second. The deck doesn't do all that well, so we run as many hand traps as we can. 2 effect Railers. We're going to run 3 Max C for Max C reasons. That's it. 3 Ash Blossom for Ash Blossom reasons. Stop some shenanigans. Alright, so stop some shenanigans is just the hand trap. We don't care about the fact that it's a tuner, because we do not synchro summon in this deck. There I am playing my own secret sauciness, which is the Sephiroth of the Elite, and the other level 4, the Performage Trick Clown, because they both help you get your counters really quickly when you're going first, because you do take effect damage to the face. So that way, you know, you could probably, instead of searching out another spell to do damage to your face, you might just search out your traps and anything like that. Or you could just use them as extenders to use them as materials to exceed summon or link summon. So you get multiple benefits from both of these. Then we're going to run 3 Celatrice. I'm probably saying that wrong, but Celatrice. We're going to run 3 of her because she you don't have 1 card combos in the deck, but she is technically your main starter. Then we're going to run 1 Nibiru. You could definitely run 2 Nibirus. I run 1. I would recommend bumping it up to 2 again because the deck doesn't do all that well going second, but we mainly also play it to cross it out. So if you want to get rid of one of these 2, if you have to get rid of one of them, I would say get rid of the Clown, because I think Sephiroth is better because it kind of recycles your field spell. But if you want to get rid of any one of those 2 and just add another Nib in there, I would say that's perfectly fine. Then we're going to run 2 Angelo Volcanic. I know what 2? You can get away with 2. As the more I kept playing with the deck, I realized that you could definitely get away with 2 of her, because you know most of the time you want to go first anyway, so you don't get her to the hand. You mainly want to get the mono over here to the hand, so I bumped it down to 2. You could definitely bump her back up to 3 again. Just get rid of anything that you want to change in terms of hand traps or anything like that. Just get rid of any one of these 2 and exchange them. That's all you need to do. And then we're gonna run 3 Demono. I'm probably saying that wrong too, but I think it's Demono. We're gonna run 3 of her, 1 triple tactic talent because I'm talented, 1 Proto Prosperity, 3 Volcanica Celtas, which is the best spell in the deck because it searches out another spell which allows you to either take the damage or gain the life points, right? Then we're gonna play 2 Volcanicas Versaire, another one of the ones that you're mainly gonna use during the combo. And then we do have the Volcanica Disharmonia, which is not the one that you're typically going to use going first, but this thing is really cool because it gives you one of your counters that you need, and then it's gonna give you another counter by paying the life points or receiving the life points, right? So really good. Then we're gonna play 3 Volcanica. I still can't. Agado Calo. No, bro. Just the field spell. I can't say that. I don't. The voice. There you go. We're gonna play 3 of those because it just searches out any one of your monsters. It doesn't. I feel like they should search out spells too, but either way, just search out your monster. Then after that, you don't really get a lot of benefit from it being on the field unless it's your turn and you have 3 counters. So a lot of the time, what I like to do is do the combo and then activate Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Yes, Sephiroth. And then I bring back the field spell to the hand, and then I leave it there for follow-up next turn, because again, you don't care about having this on the field doing your opponent's turn. It does nothing. It legitimately does nothing. So that's why I like running the Sephiroth, and then we run the field spell at 3. Then we're gonna play through Call by the Graves. To Call by the Grave in the shenanigans, most of the time the Max C, cross her designator, because we do play a bunch of hand traps and the main popular hand traps, right, which are all of these. So it's really good to play the Crossout Designator in this deck. We're gonna play 2 VAALMONICA Inviteers. You can play this at 3, but honestly speaking, the sweet spot is 2. You don't need to play this at 3 at all, unless you want to open up with it, I guess, but you're fine with that at 2. Then we're gonna play 3 Infinite Impermanence, because again, going second Shenanigans or going first, you know, either way we get a negate. Then we're gonna play 1 VAALMONICA Flawed Rhythm, which is the bounce back or spell pop. And then we're gonna play the VAALMONICA Chosen Melody, which is the monster negate, right from the back row. I do like playing both traps. Some people prefer to play 1. I think playing 2 is the best, because sometimes you might draw into 1, you could send the other one to the graveyard, and then you could choose which one you would like to activate its effect from the graveyard with your main little Link boss monster. Then we're gonna run 1 Abyss Dweller, because Abyss Dweller can solo most of the decks in the game right now. Abyss Dweller is back. You need a Abyss Dweller to stop the meta. That's what you need to do if you're playing level 4s. Then we're gonna play Baguska, because again, level 4s. We're gonna play number 60 Dugaras, because level 4s, we could draw 2 and all the extra shenanigans. And then we're playing Xyz monsters. When you play Xyz monster, you have to play the boy, aka Divine Arcanal Double Jesus. And then we're gonna play 1 Link Spider, because the reason why you play Link Spider is, for example, if you have your 3 counters and all of that, and your opponent decided to Nibiru you, what you would do is activate, well, not activate, you're gonna use that token, link off into the Link Spider, and then because you have your 3 counters, you're gonna use the spider to link off into your main boss monster, right? That's why we play the Link Spider. Then we're gonna play 1 Artemis, because depending on how you start the combo, Artemis could be really good to get your Celetrice to the graveyard so you can recycle her to the hand. And then we're gonna play 1 Duralum VAALMONICA Heathen Hollow, which is your OTK, which I was playing it at 2, and I decided to bump it down to 1 just because of the way I changed the extra deck a little bit. And you know, you're mainly gonna use this to OTK, so you could get away with it at 1, unless it gets banished by like a Fenrir though. If you have that problem, then bump it back up to 2. And I said Fenrir, Unicorn. Then we're gonna play the Sebufera VAALMONICA Hollow Heathen at 2. I was playing her at 3. You definitely don't have to play her at 3 or it, whatever it is. And yeah, so I bumped it down to 2. It's fine. Then we're gonna play 1 IP Mascarenita, 1 SP the Little Knight, and this is what we added was the Xyz Pendulum, which I was playing before I made the guide yesterday. It's just it wasn't coming up a lot, so I decided to take it off. But then I decided that we needed access code talker, and because we needed access code talker, we needed link 3. Now we don't need the access code talker, because again we can OTK with the Loom, but sometimes it's kind of necessary to have a big body on the field, because even though this thing can attack 3 times, it still only has 2500 attack, which cannot attack over a lot of things in the game. So that's why I chose to prompt and go bump this down to 1, bump it down to 2, and then I added the Xyz Pendulum and the access code talker. Of course, we're playing the Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess, because we're playing IP. We could get a few amount of monsters on the field, and then we play Underworld Goddess of the Underworld, La Blanquita, aka the White Woman. So that is the whole deck list. That is how I'm playing the deck as of right now. Again, for hand trap reasons and stuff, if you want to change anything, just take both of these out or just take 1 out. I suggest keeping the Sephiroth. Enough with the yapping. I have some saucy replays for you guys that you're going to enjoy. So let's get into those. Yes, sir. Here we are for replay numero 1. Number 1 of the day. And this duel was insane. I don't know how I won. I know how I won the duel, but you gotta see what happened, right? We're playing against Runick. I'm gonna activate my Demono here, sending the Sephiroth to the graveyard. We're gonna set down our 2 Pendulum monsters, activating the Celta. Celta's gonna pay taxes so we could search out our field spell. We're going to activate the field spell so we could search out our Celetrice. We're going to normal summon Celetrice, the only normal monster, well, the only monster that gets an animation for a normal summon that I know of, which is tough. So we're going to activate her effect. We're going to get ourselves the Versailles to the hand. That way we could pay taxes again to send a card to the graveyard. We're going to send another copy of the Celetrice. And because we have 2 Pendulum monsters, she gets to come back. Of course, they're going to hit us with the Max C. I took the challenge. We're going to activate the Inviteer, getting ourselves the Demono to the hand, putting another one of the Pendulum monsters in the Pendulum Zone, which means now we get to special summon 1, 2, and 3, plus another one, 4 monsters onto the field. Yes, sir. And the crazy thing about Pendulum Summon is that this only counts as 1 special summon. How? I don't know, but it does. So they get to draw 1 for that. We're going to activate the Demono, paying more taxes so we could search out our trap. And then we're going to activate the Angelo, gaining life points so we could excavate the top of our deck to see if we hit another VAALMONICA card, which we do. We hit the Versailles. We're going to use the Angelo, link it off into the Sebufera, bring it out here. 2 monsters, link them off into the IP La Mascarenita, bring that out here. And then with 2 level 4 monsters, we're going to Exceed Summon into the Sleepy Boy Bagushka. Now you're tired, bro. You're really tired like that. So we gave him like a plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They had like 4 because they used the max C. So we gave them a plus 4. We gave them a plus 4, and this is why I went into Bagushka, because I wasn't planning on going. To Bagushka. I was planning on going into the Abyss Dweller, but because we took the challenge, I don't know what I'm playing against right now. Bagushka was the better choice, and also notice how I put the Celetrice in the Bagushka, so that way when Bagushka leaves the field or when we activate its effect, we can send it to the graveyard and recycle her, right? So our board is actually really decent, and to even to let you know, we still have the Sephiroth in the graveyard. So if I wanted to, I could have activated the Sephiroth, bring the field spell back to the hand so we could have used it as follow-up for next turn, and then I could have used the Sephiroth and IP to go into something like the SP Little Knight, but because of the Max C challenge, I didn't want to give them a +1 or a +5, I guess. So here they're going to activate the tip, getting themselves the Freezing Curse because it's cold out here. They're going to banish one of my cards, unfortunately, activating the Freezing Curse. They're going to negate the Bagushka and banish 3 of my cards. Now, luckily for us, we don't mind getting our cards banished all that much. We do, but we don't. And the main reason why we don't is because we can still copy our banished cards with our Sebufera. That's the only reason. Other than that, no. They're going to normal summon the Cricket, get the Cricket out of here, special summon the Camellia, special summoning a Sunflower. Now luckily for us, they have 2 monster negates, but it's not a trap negate. So I get to activate my trap here to bounce that card back. They're going to activate the Blessing to special summon another monster onto the field. They're going to special summon another Camellia. Again, we're going to bounce back the Sunflower so they lose out on 2 monster negates. They're going to send the Sacred Tree to the graveyard, activate the Sacred Tree, getting themselves the Blessing to the hand. Activating the Runick Dispelling, special summoning the new Runick monster, the Sleipnir, which is going to try and banish a card off of the field. And they're going to target the IP, which is going to force us to activate the IP. And since Bagushka is negated, we're going to get multiple benefits of using it. Use the Bagushka and the IP. We're not sleeping no more. We're waking up into the SP Little Knight, Stuart Little. He doesn't get to banish anything because we special summon a monster from the extra deck. They get to activate the Cricket. Before they bring the Cricket back onto the field, I'm going to banish it. And because Celetrice went to the graveyard while we have Pendulum monsters, she gets to come back to the hand. Give me that, it belongs to me. Again, banish the Cricket from the graveyard before it special summons itself. Then they're going to use one of the Camellias and the Runick monster to go into the SP Little Knight. Activating SP Little Knight, and these are the big brain plays right here. They activate the SP Little Knight to banish my Sebufera permanently, right? Which I'm going to activate the Sebufera to copy the effect of our trap in the graveyard, which he's going to trigger his own SP Little Knight to banish the SP Little Knight, well, my SP Little Knight. So I activate my SP Little Knight to banish my own Sebufera and the Camellia, which means we dodge the permanent banish and it gets to come back during the end turn. So we get a lot of benefits out of this. Getting them out of here. Getting both of the SP Little Knights out of here. We pay life points, but we don't have anything to bounce back. They're going to activate the Smithing Torn. Special summoning the Wings, the Huggin. Activating Huggin's effect. Again, they had way more guts than us because, again, Max C challenge. They're going to get the Runick Fountain. Sending that down. Activating the Golden Droplet. They're going to banish 4 cards, then we get to draw 1, which is insane, and they're gonna draw 3 cards off of this, on top of the fact that I gave them like 4 earlier. Naturia Blessing, special summon the Camellia, set down to back row, and this is the crazy part about SP Little Knight and your Sebufera. Sebufera is now once per turn, so she's like Baron de la Flor. You know how you could activate Baron de la Flor if it comes back onto the field because it activates per time that it's on the field? This is the same way. So because it came back from the banish zone onto the field, I can activate its effect and copy the trap once again to bounce a card back. Unfortunately, they do have the DD Crow to get the trap out of here, so I can't use the trap because we're not targeting it anymore because it's not there. So a lot of crazy interaction. This man has 25 cards in his deck out of everything that he drew and did, which is insane. So here we're gonna join to another Demono, and here it is, bro. Special summon, not once, not twice, not thrice. Get the animation and another one. DJ Khaled. We're gonna get ourselves a Celetrice right here. Pendulum summoning is insane. So we're gonna activate the Celetrice, that way we can search out a spell. They're gonna activate the Camellia. We're going to activate the SP Little Knight to get the Hugin out of here, because we're going to try and pop the spell at least. So get the Hugin and the SP Little Knight out of here. They're going to special summon the Sunflower back onto the field. We're gonna get the Disharmonia to the hand. They're gonna activate the Dispelling. They're gonna get rid of our Celta and banishing about 2 cards. That's gonna trigger them to activate the field spell to draw 3, perfectly balanced. We're going to activate the Sephiroth, getting our field spell back to the hand. And this is why I like playing this thing, because now we basically just recycle the field spell, pay the life points, we got one of our counters that we need, and then we get to set down the field spell again. So here I had about 10 seconds, legitimately 10 seconds. This is why I didn't link off into anything. This is why you don't see me exceeding or anything like that. It's because I have 10 seconds. I figured I have to go for the battle phase now. We can clear the board by battling. So let's do it. Of course, they're going to activate the Slumber here though. Banishing 3 cards, protecting this from being destroyed by battle. They still take the life points. We still get to destroy it though. We still get to slap the Camellia. Slap it again. Get your Sunflower out of here. It's not sunny anymore. Slap him again for the 1200, and I have to end my turn. I legitimately had 10 seconds. Unfortunately, the SP Little Knight doesn't get to come back because there's no space for it to come back to, but the Hugin gets to come back onto the field. So here they're going to normal summon a Notorious Stinking Bug. Is that what it says? Stinking Bug? Yeah, Stinking Bug. And then they're going to Diddy Crow my Celetrice, which I don't know exactly why, but that's what they did. And look at this, we get to copy the effect of our Banish Trap, so we could bounce a card back to the hand with our Sebufera. So with the Sebufera, I'm gonna get the Stink out of here. Oh no, we try to go for the field spell, but again they get. Oh my bad. I thought we were activating the effect to bounce the card back. I was activating the effect of the trap to pop a spell on the field. So they're gonna activate the Hugin to dodge that, setting down 3 of their back row, and it's our turn. So here we're gonna join to the Max C. I'm gonna use all 4 of these monsters to go into the Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. At this point in time, I wasn't playing the Access Code Talker yet. So this is why we did this, so we could have the monster negate. Because at this point in time, the only thing that I'm worried about is this thing preventing us from going into our, well, it's going to negate a whole battle phase. So I went into the Bagooska so we can negate that. I activate my Celetrice because of our 2 Pendulum monsters. They're going to activate the Cove by the Grave here, fingering the Celetrice, getting her out of here, and negating her. Which is unfortunate, but we don't really mind. It's still fine. We're fine here. We have a bunch of counters on the field. We have our Sebufera. I activate my my fault. The voice is right outside my window. So we're going to activate the Disharmonia here. We're going to basically getting another one of our counters, activating the field spell because we have 3 counters on the field. I get to take over the Stink Bug, which is going to force them to activate the Sacred Tree, which I didn't know that's what it was. Send the Stink Bug to the graveyard. I'm going to throw out my own Max C. It's my turn to draw. It's my turn. So here they're going to special summon the Camellia. Again, we don't get to take over anything because they dodged that effect. They activate the Camellia so they could send a card to the graveyard, sending the Sacred Tree, activating the Sacred Tree to get in the Turia Blessing. I am talented, so I'm going to activate the talent that I just drew into, and we're going to get them blessings out of here, alright? No blessings for you. Get it out. And now I know that all I have to worry about is the Diddy Crow. So we're going to link off into the room, Volcanica Heathing Hollow, because we're planning on ending the turn. And this is the crazy thing about this card. It can pop monster up to the resonant counters that you have. So we have 10 resonant counters. We could pop 10 cards on the field. There isn't even 10 cards on the field to pop. Well, 10 monsters. So we're going to pop the Camellia. They're going to force them to trigger the Camellia. And we're going to negate the Camellia. Get that thing out of here. Negate that. Stop that right there. We get to pop the Camellia. Activate this thing's effect, which means we get to take 3 counters off of our back row, and this thing gets to attack 3 times, more than enough for lethal damage, and you have the audacity to scoop. the audacity to scoop after you drew how many cards? That's 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10 cards. This whole duel, man's drew 10 cards and had the audacity to not let me slap him in the face.
All right,
Runick players. Let's continue. Number 2 of the day, and we're going second against, I don't remember. Rescue Ace. So they're going to normal summon the lifter. I'm going to hit that thing with an infinite impermanence. And this is what you do going second. You depend on hand traps. If you don't have hand traps, you're probably going to lose. I'm not going to lie, bro. Well, it depends on the board that they make. You kind of can play through some shenanigans. So we negate that they set a back row. I'm going to activate the Angelo, sending it to the graveyard, setting down our pendulum stones, activating the Versailles, so I can send the Celetrax to the graveyard since we have the pendulum monster. She come back to the hand. We're going to normal summon her. Look at the animation. Activating her effect so we can search something out. No, we're not, because they're going to contain her. Let her be free, bro. Oh my god. Either way, she gets negated. Sad times. We still have the Celta though, so we're kind of fine. We're going to pay the taxes so we can get our field spell here. We're going to activate the field spell so we can search out our Demono. We're going to have to pendulum summon the Demono because it did kind of stop us a little bit. We have to do the combo like this. Activate the Demono, pay the taxes. They're going to activate the airlifter, get the airlifter out of here so they could special summon a Turbulence. Which I don't know why Rescue Ace players do this. I mean, he is beefy, so it makes sense. And then if you got him in the graveyard, you kind of can rescue him and all that. So I guess it makes sense. It makes sense. So here we're going to pay the taxes. I decided to get a trap. That's going to trigger the field spell because we have 3 counters in our back row. I get to take over your Turbulence. So now I'm going to use the Turbulence to link off into the Sebufera. Unfortunately, we're not taking life points, so I can't go into the OTK one. I'm going to activate the triple tactic talent, showing him that I'm talented by looking at his hand. And now I know that they have the airlifter and a Ciphering Gamma, right? So the airlifter is of course, is the main choice we're going to make here because we got to get the thing out of here. It's the 1-card combo. Get it back to your deck. A gift from me to you. We're going to the battle phase, slap it for the 2500, 12 and 12. Oh yeah, she was contained. So then we're going to use 2 level 4s and we're going to go into Baguska because we know what we're playing against. Setting down our back row and ending our turn, right? So here they're going to set down a back row. I'm going to activate my trap so that way I can pop the spell in the back because we don't know what it is, right? And then I'm going to activate my Sebufera, which I knew they were going to activate the Ciphering Gamma here. Because why not? And that's exactly what I wanted because I was big braining. I wanted to bait it out now so I wouldn't have to deal with it during our turn. Because we can protect ourselves from being destroyed by taking 3 counters off of the back row. Again, we get to pop the back, which was an infinite impermanence. And then it's the end phase, so they get to get... Your Ciphering Gamma gets out of here. We got the Baguska. Sell a trace to the graveyard so we can recycle her back to the hand. Put the Baguska in attack position. Pendulum summon our monsters onto the field. 2 level 4s. And we have more than enough for lethal damage right here and now. Get in there. Get in there. Unfortunately, Eggs didn't get rescued here today. Well, that's just how the cookie crumbled. What do you want me to do? Let's go to the next replay. We are for replay numero 3, number 3 of the day. And we're going up against the trap people, the Labyrinth. Yeah, they're going to set down a back row and end their turn. Now, the duel wasn't just like me clapping them, right? The stuff did happen. We're going to activate the Pot of Prosperity. We're going to get rid of 3 because we already have the combo in the hand. We're just doing this to bait out the Ash. They don't have it. So we're going to activate the Angelo, send a copy of the Celetrax to the graveyard so we could activate her effect, bring it back to the hand. Give me that. Oh, activating the field spell so I can get another copy of the Demono to the hand. Give me the animation. Normal summon the Celetrax. Activate Celetrax effect. Getting ourselves the Celta to the hand. Activating the Celta. Paying them taxes so I can get myself the Invitaire. With the Invitaire, we're going to activate its effect, getting an Angelo to the hand and setting a Demono in the Pendulum Zone. So now we get to special summon 4 monsters onto the field. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what happened to the... Oh, my fault. I miscounted. 3. They're going to activate the Labyrinth Kuklo because it's about that time. We're going to give that thing the finger, though. Stop that right there because I don't know what the heck they're trying to do off of that. I'm assuming they're going to try and set a trap and activate it this turn, which I'm not allowing that. Get that thing out of here. Negate it. So from here now, we're going to activate the Demono, paying the taxes to get ourselves a copy of the Disharmonia here, activating Disharmonia, so we can put a counter on the Angelo, right? Because we're gonna try to go for the OTK here. We're gonna give it a counter, and then we're gonna gain life points to give it another counter. That's 2. We're gonna activate the Angelo, copying the effect of the Disharmonia in the graveyard, so that we could gain life points again. Linking of the Demono into our copy of the Room, activating its effect, so that way we could get rid of 3 counters, so we could go for the OTK. They're gonna activate the Lady Labyrinth here, and this is why I'm telling you that it's kind of good to have the access code talker. Now, of course, we were already in the battle phase, yeah, so we couldn't make the access code talker right now, but this is why this thing is good and not that good, because it's not that beefy. So they're gonna special summon the Lady Labyrinth. I just slapped into it for funs and giggles because I know we can't do anything off of it, and we can't attack anymore because none of them are beefy enough to get rid of this thing. So I'm gonna use both of these to link off into the SP, the Little Knight, Stuart Little, and we can't target her, so we're just gonna get rid of the back row, which is a Welcome Labyrinth. I'm gonna welcome them to this L by activating the Ash, negate that right there. Now they didn't scoop here or anything, it's just I'm welcoming them to the L now. For future reference, we're gonna banish that thing, which is good because if it's in the graveyard, it's gonna have, it could be recycled. So we're gonna set down a trap, and our turn here, they're going to slap the SP Little Knight with the Lady Labyrinth, get it out of here, which is unfortunate. It is what it is. They're gonna set down a back one and end their turn. So here we join to an Infinite Impermanence. I activate my trap, and I won't lie to you, bro. I kind of low-key forgot that this thing is like basically unaffected right now. So they're gonna activate its effect because I activated the trap, but we're perfectly fine with it. We're perfectly fine with it. They're gonna set down a big welcome to the back. Again, we gain the life points, which is mainly why I activated it too, because I'm going to try and go for the OTK again. So we're gonna activate the Celta here. We're gonna we'll gain life points so we can send a card back to the deck and draw 2, because I know that the Infinite Impermanence isn't gonna be good for us right now. And now we drew into 2 level 4 monsters, which means we could Pendulum Summon 1, Pendulum Summon 2, and Pendulum Summon 3. Activate the Celetrax, getting ourselves another copy of the Celta, activating the Demono, copying the effect of the Celta in the graveyard, paying taxes to get the Versair, activating the Versair. We're going to activate its effect to gain life points so I can get my 3 counters, and we're gonna link off into the second copy of the Duel. They're going to activate the Fantastical Dragon from the hand because we link summon, drawing some cards, returning some cards back. I get to activate this thing's effect, remove 3 counters from the back, and then we're gonna use all 5 of these monsters to link off into the Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, La Blanquita, the white woman. Activate her effect, negate all the shenanigans, slap this thing in the face, and then we get to attack for 3 times in the face. So this is when I was playing 2 copies of the Duel here, so it's kind of debatable on whether you want to play the copy at 1 or 2. It's just this is only one of the rare instances when I make the second one, which is kind of debatable whether you should play that thing at 2 or not. But that is the Duel, so let's continue. Again, here we are for replay numero 4, number 4 of the day. And we're going first against, I forgot. I won't lie to you, I kind of forgot. So we're going to activate the Demono here, sending the Celetrax to the graveyard, activating her effect to bring her back to the hand. We're going to normal summon her, bring her out here so we can activate her effect to search out for a spell here. No, we're not, because they're going to hit us with an Ash. And that's one of the stat parts about the deck, is that 1 hand trap might stop you, it might not. 2 hand traps, yeah, you might not play the 2 hand traps. I won't even. You have to open up with legitimately. Every card in the hand has to be like a part of your engine. They have to be different for you to be able to play the 2 hand traps with the deck. So we're gonna leave it at that, but it's fine because we do have our trap. We do have 2 hand traps ourselves, so I wasn't too worried, right? They're gonna normal summon the Rhinoheart. We're playing against some tier limit. I remember now. It's tier limits, Manadium, Visa Starfrost combination shenanigans. So we're gonna negate that immediately, so we could stop them from getting a fusion summon, of course. They're going to activate the Rimheart here, popping the Rhinoheart. I'm going to activate our trap so we could send the Rhinoheart back to the hand. And if they don't pop, they don't get to special summon. Rimheart basically didn't do anything. Of course, they're going to activate the King Sarcophagus here, sending the Rhinoheart to the graveyard, sending a copy of the Happy, sending the Rimheart to the graveyard, sending a copy of the Amseti. 2 level 8s on the field, bring them out here, get the Zombie Vampire onto the field. They're going to activate the Zombie Vampire. Luckily for us, we do have that effect Veiler which is effective. We're gonna negate the vampire. Stop that right there, because if they mill, it's gonna be sad times for us. It's gonna be extremely sad time. They're gonna end the phase here. We're gonna join to another trap. So I'm going to use the Celetrice to link off into the Artemis, because unfortunately she has to be normal summon or special summon to activate to surge. We're gonna activate her effect. They're gonna hit us with a max C here. It's max C challenges all day every day. Bring it back to the hand. We didn't really take the challenge, so we're gonna normal summon her, and we're going to search out one of our spells. What did I do here? Because I think going for the trap should have been better for us. We have one count. Oh, the trap is already in the graveyard. Never mind. So we're gonna activate his prey time. Oh, I recycled the trap. Wow, I'm smart, bro. Never mind. We're gonna recycle the trap from the graveyard. We're paying life points. That means we get the 3 counters. Get the Sebufera onto the field. Set down our 2 backward and our turn, which this is extremely fine. We have the 2 traps. So we have a negate, we have a pop a spell or bounce back to the hand, and then we could copy either or. Not too bad, not too bad. So immediately during the draw phase, I'm going to pop the King's Sarcophagus so they don't get the 2 level 8s back onto the field. We're going to activate the Vampire. Luckily for us, it is chosen to be negated by our Melody right here. Negate that. Paying our taxes, of course. They're going to activate the Primitive Planet Reach Phobia, getting themselves the Visa Starfrost out here, activating the Sharon that they had in the hand, special summon the Sharon, send one of the balls to the graveyard. They didn't really mill into anything. They're going to activate the Visa Starfrost to pop the Zombie Vampire, and this is a level 6 tuner, level 4. I was thinking about, Baron de la Flor, so we have to stop that right there. We're going to activate the Sebufera here, copying the effect of our trap so we could bounce back the Vampire to the extra deck, which means you don't get to pop anything. And here I was extremely happy, but it was for nothing, because now they get to tribute the Sharon, use the Visa Surfer to link off into the Lightheart, and then now they get to make the Astrolabe. Bring it out here. I still love that thing's animation. Activating the Astrolabe to pop a card, because we have 6 counters in the back. I get to get rid of 3, preventing us from getting popped. They're gonna go for the battle phase. I can prevent myself from being popped again by battle. I just gotta get rid of the 3 counters. They're gonna get the attack back, because we don't have any counters anymore. They're gonna use both of these to link off into the SP Little Knight, aka Stuart Little, banishing the Sebufera and ending their turn, right? Now, I forgot to tell you we lost this duel, but you're gonna see why. We're gonna normal summon the Angelo, use both of these monsters to exceed summon into Baguska, and this is the goofiest choice that I made. Now, I made this choice for multiple reasons. I just didn't think about the play all that much. I should have thought about it better, because, bro, I'm playing against Tearlaments. I'm playing against a deck that has a bunch of graveyard shenanigans, which is why I put the stupid Dweller in here. Which Dweller can attack over this thing? Oh, it has 17, it has 16. The best play that I could have and should have done here was going to Dweller. But because I was thinking about making a Zeus, I thought, oh, make the bigger monster, clap him in the face, make the Zeus. What are the odds that they're gonna top deck something good here before, you get to activate the Zeus or anything like that? It didn't matter. The best play was the Abyss Dweller, and this cost me the duel. It cost me the duel. Because we're going to slap the SP Little Knight, get it out of here. And then we're going to go into the Zeus. Which again, I thought it was still a good play, because it's like, what are the odds that you're going to top deck into anything that's really that good? The odds were pretty good, because they're going to activate the Grief. Now I'm griefing, because they get to special summon the Halfness, send the Halfness, and now my tears get to come out of my eyes, because I'm about to start crying the way they're about to start playing the game. Get the Kid Kalos out here. Activate the Kid Kalos effect, send a Sharon to the graveyard, activate the Sharon, use the Sharon and the Kid Kalos and the other monster, fusion summon into the Kaleido Heart. Activate that Kaleido Heart. I knew that I lost here. Activate the which technically, this was me just already feeling defeated off of my stupidity, because if they bounce this back, we kind of still can probably make plays, because next turn, it depends. I feel like we could have stayed here and maybe try to make something happen, but I already felt defeated, bro. I'm going to activate the Zeus, which I know the Kaleido Heart gets to come back anyways. And by coming back, he gets to send a card to the graveyard, which is another one of the fusion cards. Oh, one of the traps. The trap gets to search him out some shenanigans. And I decided to leave. Because legitimately, making that Dweller would have been the best choice, but I'm a goofball. In my defense, it was like 4 in the morning, but still, I should have known. So let's go into the next replay. Alright, my boys, here we are for the last replay of the day. And I believe we're going up against Rescue Ace, and I think we got hit with the Maxi again. But we're going to know some of the Celetrites here. We're going to activate the Celetrites effect, getting ourselves the field spell to the hand. Activating the field spell, getting ourselves the Demono. We're going to activate the Demono, sending the Sephiroth to the graveyard, setting down a Pendulum Zone. He throws out the Maxi. Now, the funny thing is that I didn't really have plays. I mean, I wasn't really going to do much of this because unless I activate the Sephiroth, bring the field spell back, I special summon Sephiroth and use the Sephiroth and the Celetrites to link off into something, and then I could bring her back for an extra body, but I didn't really have that many plays. And on top of that, we have both of our traps, so we don't have to take the challenge at all. We just have to set our traps and we're good because we have a negate, we have a bounce back, or a spell pop, spell of trap pop. So here, this guy started the combo very awkwardly. I'm assuming he's not that great. I don't know if it's because of the hand that he started, but activating Emergency into Turbulence to get Turbulence in the graveyard, to activate Rescue to rescue it back onto the field, it just seems weird. And this is Master Rank, by the way. So they activate this effect. I'm going to choose it to be negated with our Melody here. Negate that, because we definitely have to stop that at all costs. So we're going to activate the original Sinful Spoils, because they always come back for seconds, special summoning the Hydrant. Activating the Hydrant, getting themselves the Rescue Ace Preventer to the hand. Activating the Preventer, banishing the Turbulence here. They're going to flip my Celetrites face down. And then they're going to link off, which is, well, it makes sense. So they link off into the Linkuriboh. And here I'm assuming that they're going to use both of these to link off into something else. And then they're going to recycle the Turbulence back onto the field. That's what I'm assuming was going to happen. But I don't have an Ash or anything, so I know they're not going to make a Hida. But again, I had the trap, so we're going to activate our trap here to bounce the Turbulence back. And then I'm going to Nibiru the Linkuriboh because I know you don't have plays anymore. Give it the smallest token of all times, 100 attack. And then on top of that, we join to an Inventaire. I get to activate the Sephiroth, bring the Sephiroth back to the hand, which means again, we activate the field spell. Activating the field spell so we could search a monster, we get another copy of the Celetrites, and they're gonna scoop. Because right now, we could activate the Inventaire. Inventaire is gonna give me a Demono to the hand, give me a Jello to the Pendulum Zone. That means I get to special summon 2 level 4 monsters onto the field, and then look at their life points. Like, it was gonna be GG's. So with that being said, let's go back to the deck familiar. That is the video. Those are the replays. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Do not let those replays fool you, though. I know it looks like I was cooking and slapping people upside down. The deck is not that great. I think I went on it was like a 50% win streak. I won 10 and I won 9 and lost 11 with the deck. Now, mind you, I mean Master Rank, so it might be a little difficult to win some games. The main problem with the deck is the fact that, you know, it needs multiple card combos. You don't have a 1-card combo. Your main boss monster 2 OTK is not that beefy, and you know you can still control the game. That's mainly what you want to do. But a lot of the times you low-key have to get rid of your hand trap sometimes to do your combo, because even though it's a 2-card combo, it's actually a 2.5-card combo because you have to get rid of a card with your pendulum cards. That is the only thing. Now, somebody told me that we're getting support for this. Shout out to you, bro. Where, you know, there's a card that gives any one of our pendulum monsters 3 counters until that thing comes out. The deck is just mid to bottom tier rogue. You can kind of climb with it to master, because, you know, there are people in the Master Duel Meta website that have climbed with it. But from my experience, I feel like it would take you a little bit of time to climb with this deck. It's definitely going to take you a little bit of time if you're not running any floodgates or anything like that. Now, because of the Baguska, you might be winning a good amount of games if you're going first. So with that being said, that is the deck list. That is the video. Again, if you guys enjoyed the content, remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace.